What is going on, beautiful people? I am Chef B. For new here, welcome, wagwan. Make sure to subscribe down below. So we're about to do traditional boho braids today, and don't worry, I know it sounds scary, but I'm gonna give you a very detailed tutorial. So the hair that we're using today is from WowAfrican.com. This is their braiding bundle. It's 100% human hair. I got 3 bundles in 24 inches, and this is the deep wave. So the hair that I'll be using to braid is the expression number 4 here, and number 4 is just the color. I didn't want it to be black, and I got it in 32 inches. You don't need anything longer than 32 inches. And then I'm using my 360 mirror, and we're using our braiding rack to make everything seamless and effortless. And of course, the ever faithful pure natural braiding gel. I got a new jar because my old one was old, and so it started to like leave white residue with my braids, so that's when you know you need a new one. Then I'm using the Shea Moisture oil when I'm ready at the end, and then I'm going to use Blue Magic at the ends of my hair to seal it, because you know a lot of times when you use braids your hair can break, because I mean, even though it's a protective style, quote unquote, you can get breakage if you're not careful, if it's too tight, all of that. So I like to use the Blue Magic to just seal the ends of my hair. Now it's time for our parting space. If you want a very detailed tutorial on how I do my parting space, my braiding video before this one will show you the parting necessary to do this, or rather how I usually do it. So I just wanted to show you what the back looks like when I'm using my 360 mirror. I use this on the back of a door, and then how I angle it, I can see everything. So it will help you to get your parting right. Use that braiding gel to help with your parting, but remember not to use too much. I do not use a lot of braiding gel. Like, look how clean and crisp the parting is without even looking like I had a lot of gel on my hair. You know what I'm saying? And I did use all 3 bundles of the hair from WowAfrican, like all of it. Okay, all of it. And I just want to show you my parting space and how I do this. So first I put a little bit of the gel on there, and then I braid about 2 times, and then I'm going to push the curly hair between my index finger and my middle finger. You see how I sew that down? You want to put it between. And then I'm going to go in with the braiding hair, and I put it between the index and the middle finger. So that is how you feed in. So I push that through, and then I just start braiding. That is it. It will take practice, and as soon as you get the hang of it, I promise it's going to be easy. Now I'm going to do it again, and I put it through my index finger, my middle finger. I grab my hair, and then I start braiding. Now I'm going to show you this again and again in slow motion when I do the other parting space. And then once I braid down, it depends on how much bundle of hair you want to use, and also how much you want on each braid. For me, I did about 7 pieces of curly hair per braid. In the front, I went a little bit more, like in the very front, because I wanted it to be a little bit more curly. But in the back I probably used like 5 in the back, because I'm like, I don't even need that much in the back, mostly in the middle, and then when I go more towards the front. So I'm just going to keep repeating the steps, and then I'm gonna, you know, just show you how I do this. It took practice. Y'all remember the days when I could not braid for ish, but I wanted to go back to doing traditional braids, especially because a lot of people were still iffy about the miracle braid method, and you know, the tension, the pulling, and all of that. So let's go back to the traditional way. It will take longer, because this style took me a good 11 hours. Okay, 11 hours. And just to think of it, this hairstyle will cost a cute penny getting it professionally done. So if you need to take the time to practice to do it yourself, because you want good quality hair and then the hair to be done nicely, you might need to do it yourself. So when I reached the end, I put smaller pieces of curly hair, because you don't want this to be too thick, because you don't want the ends to be bulky. Now when I put the 2 small pieces of curly hair, I braid down just a bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of braiding hair that is left and create a double knot. So I create 2 loops of knots, and once I have created that knot, we're going to use nail glue. And like I said, it's on the braiding here. I know a lot of people had, you know, issues like, do you put it on the human hair? Sometimes I do, no lie, like sometimes I do, sometimes I like don't even think about it. Like when I'm moving fast, I end up using like a piece of human hair to create the knot. But most of the times if you're concentrating, use the braiding hair if you don't get all the way to the bottom. And then you put the glue on there, and it's easy to cut out because all you're gonna do is slip your scissors underneath that loop and cut it, and you're only cutting the braiding hair, and then you get to save your human hair. Now let's move on to another one. Now here you see me between the index finger and the middle finger. That is where you push the hair through. And then you're gonna put your hair with the braiding hair and start braiding. Okay, like right here. I took a little time, but I wanted to make sure that you guys see it. So I braid once, and then I braid twice. And then once I get to my hair that doesn't have a piece of braiding hair to it, I go in with another piece of braiding hair. And then you see how small my braiding hair is because I do not want these braids to be thick. I want it to be not very small, but I just wanted it to be a small medium size. So the braiding pieces that I use are very minimal. Then I went in with the curly hair. I just feed in the curly hair, and then I remove it from the braid and put it behind my little clip. I continue braiding, and then I continue to add my curly pieces as I go. Like I said, how much curly pieces depend on you. It's all up to you how much you want to use. I think I go down to about like 1.5 inches before I go in with another curly piece. I just do it by eye. I just go by how much I want. And because of the curl pattern of this, I know I didn't want too much curly hair per braid, because in previous videos when I do like super thick Burmese curly, I would go like a lot on a braid. But with this curl pattern, I didn't need it to be super full, but I just wanted it to be full without being like, you know, like too much. So yeah, so we're just gonna continue to add that in, and I hope you get the hang of it. If not, no problem going back to the beginning. I'm gonna do it again anyway, and y'all just watch the process. When I get close to the end, I use very small pieces of curly hair at the end, and then we wrap our braiding hair, put the glue on. You can use a blow dryer to dry this, or you can just blow it with your mouth. And then I just clip each braid that I do, I clip off the flyaways because it makes it easier than to go over it again. I know it takes time, but I prefer to do it now than to like separate the hair once more. Now let's go over the front. The front is very important because it's where the curly piece lie. I always go in with the curly piece first when I do my first little braid, and then we're gonna braid down some. Now it's time to add our braiding hair. I go 1, 2, and then I add the other piece of braiding hair to my natural hair that doesn't have a piece of braid on it, and then we start braiding down. And once you get to that initial adding of the braiding hair, you start going faster, and then you add your curly piece, you braid it in, then you take it out of the braid, and then you start going fast again by braiding down. And it's very simple. Once you get those first couple of braids in, you realize the method, and then you just start moving faster or however pace you want to go. The back might be a little bit harder because you might not see, but that's the whole point of the 360 mirror and some practice. And before you know it, you're a pro. You're a pro girl. So just continue seeing how I do this, and I hope you guys got the hang of it so that you can do your own braids. It will take time, okay? Because at the end of the day, you might be new to this, but you save a lot of money by doing this yourself with YouTube University. So now I'm just gonna go in with some water. Also, to know, a lot of people ask me, this is human hair. I don't think you need to use hot water with this, especially because it's colored hair. You know, colored hair tends to tangle more than black hair because it is processed because of the color. So it will tend to be a little bit more dry than black hair, black virgin hair, and it will or potentially can tangle more because of the processing of the hair. So you want to use this hair with care. The color is gorgeous, but it takes work. Do not put hot water on it. It doesn't need it. It's human hair. Just use some mousse, some curling product, and you're gonna have to detangle it here and there. Like, that's just natural with any type of curly hair, and plus this is braid, so we got to be realistic with our expectations. What I use on my edges is the 𝐿𝐿 glued gel, and I love it so much. That's all I use now. And this is the hair once it is fully dry. Like, look how beautiful this is. Oh my god, love the color. It's so subtle but so pretty. I wasn't even going on a trip with this. I was just wearing it because I wanted a cute little style that, you know, I could just put up in my little ponytail, flip to the side, do all type of things with for the rest of the couple of weeks. And then I was gymming a lot, so I was tired of like trying to fix my hair and all of that. So this hair came in perfect. It matches my undertone of my skin so beautifully. Like, I am obsessed. Let me know what you guys think about this hair. I want to know how you felt about the technique. Have you tried it? Come back to me once you've tried it. Let me know, girl. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. I love y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye, guys.